What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to my channel, Chrispy Fades. My name is Chris. If you're new here, basically this is just a channel on how I cut hair at work. I'm a barber, been a barber for close to 8 years now. I just thought it was time to start recording. But this week's haircut is a mohawk, basic mohawk. The client's getting a half to a 1.5 on the sides. In the back, we're leaving it. He's letting it grow out. This is going to turn into a mullet mohawk eventually. It's a comb over on the top with the part, so we're going to throw that in there as well. We're doing eyebrows and a full beard. We're going to clean it up, make it nice and neat. It's going to look good. As you see, I'm in a different location again. I'm just having a hard time finding where I can record without getting like glare off this side, and it's hot outside. So I'm trying it here. Next week, I've got a special video planned for you guys. I'm actually going to be cutting my own hair in my self-cut system here at home. It always takes me mad long to cut my own hair, probably close to an hour. So I'm going to have to be doing a lot of editing in that to shorten that video up for you guys. But it'll be a lot of fun. So please make sure you tune in and catch that. Last night, I spent close to 6 or 7 hours making a new logo for my channel on Adobe Illustrator. Cartooned myself, but it looks dope. Please go check it out if you can. If you like this video, like it, subscribe to my channel, and hit that bell so you get alerted when new videos come out. I'm doing it every week. Super fun. But with that being said, let's get into it. Alright YouTube, first thing is first. We have to comb the hair out. Make sure everything is facing the right way, everything is going the right way. We want it to be nice and neat when we're ready to start cutting. This haircut is going to be a mohawk right now with the beard and eyebrows. He's growing the back out, so we're not going to touch the length in the back, and eventually grow it out to a mullet mohawk. A mullet hawk, I guess you can say. The starting length on this haircut is going to be a 2. So on my magic clips, we're going to go ahead and put the 2 guard on there. Close the lever all the way and just take it right to the edge of this haircut. We're gonna take down to a 2, and we're opening and closing the lever to kind of blend it in with the actual mohawk. Just right at the bottom, we're gonna be using a half on the magic clip to just make our main guidelines right now, and then throw on a 1 guard and just fade that into the 2 that we just did. We're just making our main guidelines right now. We'll switch over to the fast speeds to blend everything in, but we're just going from a half to a 2 and just blending all that in. And we're pretty much doing one side of the haircut at a time because I want you guys to see the whole fade in one go. So we're gonna hit these lines with our outliners, and just to clean up any lines that we made with the magic clip or to touch up any spots, I'm gonna hit them with my fast feeds. Like I said earlier, the way my fast feeds are adjusted, they hit the lines that my magic clips make perfectly, and they fade everything in. As you can see, the haircut is looking very good right now. And that's a 0 guard that I just threw on my fast feeds to blend in that half to a 1 and give everything a nice smooth transition. And just hit them boxes up again one more time with the outliners to make everything nice and crisp. And we'll go back later with the razor and clean that up. Now, the client does want a part on the side where his hair kind of combs over, so right at that point where it starts to comb over, we're going to throw a little part in there with our Andis outliners and hit everything with the razor that we've done on this side of the head. Now, as I was working, I did see a few spots that were a little bit bulky, so with the razor, this is a little thinning technique that I kind of picked up along the way with the comb. And you just kind of hit the edge with the razor kind of at an angle, and it'll lighten up that area, thin it out a little bit, and just kind of cut it down. And I like doing it this way because I have a little bit more control over what I'm thinning out. So instead of the thinning shears or trying to use the clipper, I have more control with the small razor. But anyways, now that we did that, we just flip them around and do the same thing on the other side. And I'm just gonna go ahead and speed through this, but we're just going from the 2 to the half guard and just blending everything in between with the fast speeds. And there's not gonna be a part or anything on this side. There's just a little more clipper over comb blending at the top here, because this is the side that the hair combs over to. Now that we got the fade looking real good on the other side, we're gonna go ahead and hit them lines again with our outliners and just make them lines real sharp. We'll hit everything later with the razor to really crisp it up. But for now, we're gonna make that back line straight down. And like I said, the client's gonna grow the back out into like a mullet type mohawk. So the back isn't long enough quite yet to let hang down. It wouldn't look right. So we're gonna box it out for now. Once the hair starts getting longer and thicker towards the bottom, we'll start changing the cut a little bit where it starts to hang down more. But for now, we're just gonna square it up. Now we're just gonna blend the beard into the haircut, and all we gotta do for that is in the sideburn area here, just go ahead and hit that with a 2, switch over to the 1 guard with an open lever, hit it a little bit at the top, and close the lever. With that 1, it should blend it right on into that half, kinda. You can touch it up a little bit if you need to by taking the guard off and just hitting it a little bit with the half. But as far as the beard itself, on the cheeks, we just want to smooth it out. We're going to hit it with the 2 and just kind of lay it down in that area. And with scissors and freehand, we're going to smooth it out. And we're just going to hit the lines with our outliners on the sides, top, and underneath the chin. After you make your guidelines, you always want to go back with the razor and just make everything nice and crisp. I love hitting the lines with the razor and just making them real sharp. And one thing you should always check with your clients is the eyebrows. Not only just edging up the eyebrows, but sometimes these eyebrows get long. And you need to hit them with that 1.5 to just bring them down a little bit. A 1 guard with the lever all the way open is the perfect length for the eyebrows. It's short, but it still keeps them dark. You don't want it to look like you shaved your eyebrows off. And then just hit them with the razor and edge them up. Make them look nice and neat. Now here's the point in the cut. We're just gonna go through and just tidy up all the spots that we need to, which includes the beard. Like I said earlier, we're gonna freehand to just smooth it out. That's what we're doing here. Just take the guard off, close the lever, and just real steady, because we don't wanna clip anything that doesn't need to be clipped. And just go over the beard and just anything that's sticking out, any of those stray hairs, just lay them down. And if you need to go through with the shears, you can go through and just clip anything that's sticking out. And to just for the kind of the final touches. So real quick, we're just gonna wet the hair and go through the top with the shears a little bit. On the sides, you can see that there's a little bit of bulk, so we're just gonna go through the side and kind of just angle it out, angle cut it a little bit with clipper over comb, just to make sure the hair blends in the back. But we're not touching the middle, because like I said, we still wanna grow it out. Now there's one thing that I didn't realize when doing this haircut here, recording. I'm about 5'7". The camera is on my chest, so it sits at about maybe 5 feet tall, and you can't see me cutting the top, but I'm just gonna walk you through it. I'm only taking about ½ inch off the top. That's all he wants. He wants to leave it a little bit long. We're just evening it out, making sure everything is the same length, and blending it into the back. The back, we're not gonna cut it all. It's just the top was getting a little long. So that's what I'm doing here. Now he's got a really long beard and you can't see, but underneath that lineup is still jagged. So we're gonna lift up the beard and just give him a nice lineup underneath his beard. Just because it makes me feel better knowing that it's nice and neat under there, even though you can't see it. Now that we got everything cut up looking good, the next step is to blow dry it, lay everything down to prepare it for the wax and the styling part. This, we're just drying everything and making sure everything is laying down the direction that it needs to go. The product that I'm using for this haircut is a Gummy wax. I really like using Gummy products when I'm doing mohawks and comb overs. Wax is great. I like how hard it holds, but not as hard as gel. There's no alcohol. It's not bad for your hair like gel, and it washes out real easy, but holding it very nice. Around the time when I started cutting hair, I had this little situation with this client. I did a haircut for this kid, and they paid and they liked the cut. About 2 hours later, they came back and the kid's hair was jacked up. Like, they went home and tried to do something themselves and totally messed it up. And they came back and tried to say that I was the one that did it, demanding that I fix it and for free. I was gonna have a fit, but the owner pulled me to the side and he was like, there's no sense in making this situation any worse. I know you didn't do that, that's ridiculous, but let's just fix it and send them on their way. And we'll learn from this and make sure you show your clients the haircut. And ever since then, I always show my client in the mirror the full haircut. I make sure that they like every part of it. All right, that's it for this week's video. I'm just gonna go ahead and finish cleaning up my client's neck, all those little hairs that were hiding away under the cape. But if you like what you saw here, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Hit that like button and the bell button. It'll notify you when I release a new video. And I do that every Thursday. I love what I'm doing here. I'm sticking with it. This is so much fun. But before I leave, we're gonna hit the client with that alcohol to sanitize the area and give them that little good burn. And we're gonna be out. I will see y'all next week. Thank you so much.